So I got a fun little problem here to do. Just kind of revolves around real life scenario and some financial stuff. So Bruce and a wife decided to take a cruise. They found an all-inclusive sell-off-vacation deal, probably not recently, for $4,396, including taxes and fees. They financed the trip with a cash advance on their credit card and plan to make payments of $225 per month. The credit card charges 25% compounded daily on cash advance, but no grace period with it. How long is it going to take them to pay back the loan? What's the trip cost and interest? So cool little problem here. Let's go ahead and let's pop this in our TVM solver, just as we always would. We're going to label out the things that we're going to put into it so that the marker would know what we're doing. We got PMT. FB, we got P over Y, and C over Y. Well, we know the interest is going to be 25%, and that's going to be compounded daily. So we can fill in the 25% for interest and 365 for the compounds per year. We can go ahead and give the present value of the credit that they're receiving, so $4,396. We can also fill in what they're going to be able to pay per month. I'm going to put it as negative because it's coming out of their pocket. So 225, and they're going to do this as it looks like monthly. So 12 here. We want to make sure that they pay off their trip, so it's going to be a 0 here, and that means that we're going to have to end up solving for this. Let's go ahead and let's put this in. So in our TVM solver, let's go to Finance TVM, and we're going to have 25% for interest, 4,396 for PM or PV. BMT is negative 225. FV, they're going to pay it off in total, and it looks like everything else is good there. So let's go ahead and let's solve for the number of months. So for the number of months that it's going to take them to pay back, it's 25.43 months. Now we would always round this up since they're not going to be paying 0.34 of a month halfway, or that sort of decimal version into a month. So it's going to take them a total of 26 months to pay off. That last 26th month, though, they're not going to have to pay off the full 225. So this is kind of how long it's going to take. The cost of the actual trip is going to be how much they actually end up paying over this course of the, well, not maybe 26, but the 25.43 payments you can kind of think of. In this case, we'll just take what their payment is per month and technically how many exact months it's going to take. So let's go back to our home screen here. We're going to type in 225, the payment of 1 month, and then we're going to multiply that by 25.43. And it looks like their trip here is going to cost $5,721.75. Now, this is going to be our total cost. Now, if you wanted to do interest, we can certainly do it one of two ways. I'm going to do both ways just to show you a little bit of the difference. Either way works. If we wanted to do interest, of course, we could take what the total cost would be minus what the actual trip was supposed to be if they were to pay it all at once, sort of like cash, and just minus those two. So let's take our answer. It's conveniently already in my calculator, so I'm just going to say minus 43.96. And we're going to see that they're going to pay an interest of $1,325. Okay, I'm going to show you the other way to do this, and that's going to be using our TVM solver. Or not the TVM solver, but using our calculator under one of those. We can go interest, sigma int here, and that's going to be, I'll put that into our apps, our finance. Instead of going to TVM solver, we're actually just going to go down. I think it's like number 9 or something. Oh, no, letter A apparently. INT, we're going to go from our first month all the way, and we're going to have to put 26 here. So 1 to 26. 1, comma, 26. We're in months here. And let's go to calculate our interest. It's equal to 1,326.31. You'll notice that these two things are not identical. They're not equal. However, they are essentially equal in terms of the way that this calculator is doing it. It's not because of this. That's not the reason why my interest isn't exactly there. The calculator knows that it's going to take me this long because remember, that was in our TVM solver. And it's just the way that it calculates the interest is a little bit different than the way that we did it over here. I'm not 100% sure about the internal workings. However, this work here would be given as full marks, or you would have this here as given as full marks. So pretty interesting question, just kind of with that last little bit there. This is a nice little question to take a look at, just because this is, you're adding an extra $1,000 onto your trip just to be able to finance it. Is it worth it? For sure. I think some people could definitely make that argument. But I'm also sure that some people can make the counter argument of why am I paying an extra $1,300 for a trip over the course of 26 months just to pay it off? It's a long time. That's over 2 years. So kind of a cool kind of question to do. And that should kind of close things off for this lesson.